Do 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 do. What up, y'all? Hey, peoples. It's been a minute. Shaking, shaking. What's shaking? Dorian. What's good, people? Trying to get my dribble right. Trying to get my dribble right.
Power on.
Alright, what up?
Bluetooth pairing.
Much love coming from Jersey. Is that the guy Sean Branch be talking about? Yeah, that's him. That's his guy. One of the guys that took Sean Branch to Brooklyn for the first time. What's good with the Boy George interview? Squab Cooks. Corey, what's happening? I'm not getting your Instagram notifications. I know they sabotaging my shit. Big Meech brother got out. Yesterday he got out. Interview King Erner, we need that. Shout out to Maryland. Waiting for you to bring that heat coming from Orlando. Yeah, the Domencio, Montana Benson story is dropping within like the next 2 weeks. I had the pleasure of interviewing his son yesterday on Instagram and on YouTube, which you will hear shortly. You said Terry got out? Yeah, he out. Peace from Detroit. Good afternoon, everybody. You said he's a legend. Yes, he is a Brooklyn legend. I don't speak the homeboy that you just mentioned. Um, he said you talking about Southwest T. Yeah, Terry was released because of the COVID-19 pandemic. He he applied for a brief. He put in a brief, I think, in 2000. Hold on, give me 1 second. Bring y'all up to date. If you follow me on Instagram, you already read this, but I'll run it by y'all again. Mm-mm. BMF co-founder Terry Southwest T. Flannery, 50, is expected to be released from prison on Tuesday, May 5th, citing COVID-19 health concerns, according to the Detroit News. Southwest T had his 30-year sentence reduced from a max date of 2032 to 2026 2 years ago. Amid COVID-19 concerns, he was given an earlier release. That sound like money right there. They don't just be releasing niggas, man. They released him damn early. They released him damn early. Boom, boom, boom. Should have kept DM in Brooklyn. This is a movie or documentary. It's a documentary. Appearances by Jimmy Hench. I think Jimmy Henchman is on it, and a plethora of other Brooklyn street legends and shit. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen I posted some rare pictures of Domencio. Boom, 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 boom. Are they gonna address his friends who were street cats who were present when he got murdered on the basketball court, standing idly by? What you would have did? What you would have did? What you would have did? He said you did the story. Nah, his son did the story. He's on Instagram. You can follow him. He's the ghost of Domencio. Revealed during the interview, it's funny that you mentioned Rayful Edmond. Revealed during the interview was the fact that Rayful Edmond was Domencio's Washington, D.C. drug connection. So, yeah, according to what I was told, which y'all will hear during the interview, Rayful didn't too much trust New York guys, but he trusted somebody who had a relationship with Domencio and they put it together and shit. So he was Tyson right hand. He might have been. He definitely had a relationship with him. You seen that legendary picture? It's Haitian Jack, Domencio, Scooter, and Mike Tyson in one of those clubs and shit. Matthew, thank you. Good afternoon to everybody that's here. Y'all share this live. I know I ain't been on here in a minute. If you don't see me, I'm working like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So, I don't just get on here and just talk for no reason and shit. If I get on here, it's something cooking. Did Ray catch bodies personally? I never heard of him killing anybody. He didn't seem like that type of guy. He was more of a shot caller. He said, man, you all over the place. It's called the dribble. Ghost_Domencio, I think. Domencio has kids in Washington, D.C. and New York. This is one of his sons from New York. I think it's his oldest son. He was 8 years old when Domencio was killed. During the documentary, he goes back to the park. I forget the playground where it happened at, but he visited that spot. Y'all share this live, please. I'm kicking with y'all for a minute. And like the video. It's only 32 likes, man. It's almost 250 people in here. Don't do that. If Southwest T is home, you wouldn't know. He hates the spotlight, unlike Big Beach. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be no Southwest T interviews coming and shit. I think they had enough of the cameras and shit. Something that me said on the camera was used in their case. What nationality is he? He looked like Dominican and Puerto Rican. To my knowledge, Domencio was black. His son was. He did look like he had some type of I don't know, curly hair or something like that. Was it Big Head Gary that killed Domencio? No, Domencio was shot, to my knowledge, by a guy named Thomas Dozier. Thomas Dozier is the person who shot Domencio, if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost 80% sure. I would have to look over some things. But Thomas Dozier is the same guy who that federal agent Dan O'Reilly was trying to say that was in a homosexual relationship with Wayne Perry. When I met Alpo and shit, when I encountered Alpo, I asked him about that homosexual thing with Wayne Perry and Thomas Dozier. He like, man, that shit ain't true. He said, don't believe that shit. He said, man, Tommy was one of our hitters and shit. Like, he wasn't. Nah, hell nah. So, is he still living? Nah, he ain't living. He got killed by Michael Frey's son. His name was Daryl Poochie Salters. Sprayed him up. Born Majestic, thank you. R.I.P. King Shooter. Yeah, I seen that earlier. How did he pass away? Was that a homicide situation? Condolences to his family. That's like a big deal right now on IG. Is Domencio from Brooklyn? Yeah, he originally from Crown Heights. Egghead to Don. What's up? Y'all share this live. We gonna kick it for a minute. I know I ain't been on here in a minute. I've been working like a motherfucker. I grew up with Domencio, 1987, Troy Avenue. He was black. I told him he was black. COVID-19 got King Shooter. So anybody that passed away right now, they gonna say COVID-19 did it. This just tearing up the world, like just picking people off, huh? Greg, thank you. Did they really keep playing ball after they shot him? I think that was exaggerated. Do you have any more episodes of it? Nah. Bryce, me and Bryce spoke about getting together again soon. He liked the response to the first interview. We should the whole time you could have made that workout app. One thing at a time. I gotta finish this book. This book is holding priority right now. He said that's one of your best interviews. Thank you. Do you have another channel? Yes, Gully TV Sports. I launched about a week ago. I told y'all, if y'all don't see me, I'm working. Yeah, I have another channel right now. It's Gully TV Sports. Look it up. Type it in your search engine, Gully TV Sports. I think I got 3 videos out already. Check it out. I appreciate that donation, fam. I didn't catch your name. Boombox, I think it was. You a regular. Appreciate you all the time. Believe that. When you gonna get back on your dribble in the mornings? Because of the quarantine, man, nights and mornings are running back to back like they turning into the same thing. Shit, it might be more people up at 3, 4 in the morning than it is during the day now. Hospitals get money for somebody dying from COVID-19, so they might not have recently died, but the hospitals will say that to get their money. Ace, what's happening? Mentellect, it's always a pleasure. Oh my goodness, I ain't seen you in a minute, Mentellect. Mentellect, you was slaying niggas in my comments a few years ago in regards to the I think you called you called Wayne Perry a sociopath. Oh shit. You see, yep, man, Twitter was jumping back in 2010 at 2 in the morning. You're working. I can't keep up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Menelec, man, I appreciate your donation. He said Odell pulled dark. No, I don't know. I don't think Odell know him. I know he know Ab and them. Um, the guy that I recently uploaded, that's Odell. I know him since I was 18 years old. We came out of the prison system, the juvenile and the prison system together. He always been a rapper, just as sure as I always been a basketball player. He very, very high profile in Philly. I posted him for a reason, but y'all gonna hear more from him. He got bars. You did that interview on Domencio Sunday, right? Yeah, Sunday, like Sunday afternoon, something like that. It's almost 400 people here. Y'all share this live. I appreciate the donations, Menelec and Boombox. You know gangsters from Baltimore? Nope. Only the ones I read about. Only ones I read about. How did Jack meet Madonna? He met Madonna through an acquaintance with Dallas Austin, not Tupac. Shady said you got dark yelled. Shady said you got dark low yelled at. That's why he don't like you. I know. I've been. He said, "Why Manor was talking crazy to you?" I don't recall anybody talking crazy to me. Okay, Ace. I support the Gully TV movement. Thank you. I heard from Sherm the Worm whatever the last holiday it was, Easter. I heard from Sherm the Worm that day. He said my shorty heard you coughing and said, "Oh hell no." Tell her don't worry about it, but it's Buddha. We need that John Hatchett interview. John Hatchett passed away a couple of days before Christmas. I just encountered his son. I guess it's like, I don't know, it's the thing for gangsters, their kids, if they have boys, their sons be reaching out to me. But I just met Hatchett's son like 3 days ago. He in music right now. But yeah, he passed. His son was at my crib. Okay, right on. Spencer Brandon, Gully, are you familiar with Dr. Umar Johnson? And how do you feel about his work? Would you be interested in doing an interview with him? Um, I could interview Umar. I've heard some positive things about him. I heard a lot of negative about him too. I seen him. I can't interview him. I can't interview him. Captain Saberhole, keep doing your thing. I'm trying to get my dribble right. Just keeping it 100, no doubt. Aaron Jones is on death row. He said, "Nah, Gully, Umar, don't do Umar fraud." Yeah, that situation with that school was some gray area to that, but I just seen him on here the other, like about 3 weeks ago, talking about if don't nobody give me no donations, I know something. How could you say that, man? Was Hatchet sick? Probably old. Thank you. Don't hide the plug. He got these on Instagram and shit. He got a couple other joints. What you think about Drake new album? I ain't heard one song. He said that school wasn't gonna work no way. Would you interview Calvin Klein or DeHaven? I interviewed DeHaven. I ain't going into no interviews looking for no controversy, man. Not at all. Not even a little bit. My man said I'm living off the donations, allegedly. They won't allow a phone interview with Aaron Jones. I think they can. Use the phone now. Bosco was an associate of mine. Me and Bosco more powerful together, working together and shit. East Coast, West Coast, you get opposite coast perspective and shit. We can go at it on any given night. You dig? Would you interview Choke No Joke? Of course. Do you rock with Brother Polite teachings? I think Brother Polite is on a whole nother level. I think Brother Polite is on a whole nother level. If you don't soak up game from a guy like Polite, you got to be tripping or either prejudice, one of the two. Um, you separate the meat from the bone. You know what I mean? The messenger can come in a variety of packages and shit. I got some game one time from an Aryan dude. He had tattoos all over his face and everything. He was next door to me in a hole and shit. But I reach for the positive. I gotta wear a package of the positive. A person know if they do an interview with me, I'm not gonna have no trap door question for you or nothing like that. Brother Polite, he say a whole lot of shit that makes great sense to me and shit. He said Polite over Umar. Just look at Polite's work. Who seems to be more successful? Who seems to be busting more moves? There you go. He said, you know, it was a rumor he smacked Alpo back in the day. I ain't gonna lie, yo. I was around him for about an hour, little under, probably an hour. I was around Alpo for an hour. He didn't strike me as a type of nigga that was getting slapped in his 20s. He still got the aura as a 50-year-old. You know, it's slight, but it's there. It's there. You know that he not to be fucked with. But I don't got nobody slapping him, and it wasn't no retaliation. That's just like I just can't wrap my mind around it. Different people done said it. I don't believe that shit. Nah. Who only friends you been? Oh, I'm glad you said that. I got my own OnlyFriends for ladies only, man. Make sure y'all fuck with that, ladies. I'm fasting right now. I'm in exceptional shape. Come through. You won't be disappointed. It's for ladies only. OnlyFans, Gully TV. Word up, Gully TV for her. That's what it's called. Mentellect, I appreciate you. He said you fasting. Yeah, I'm fasting, man. The fast is actually affecting my the editing of my Domencio interview. That shit was done Sunday, like Sunday afternoon or something like that. If I was able to eat, I'd have been did that shit. You can't edit and you hungry and shit. Can't edit and you hungry. I want to do some cardio, but that ain't a good idea. I've been doing curls and shit like that. I've been doing little curls, you know, push-ups and shit, but I'm hungry. I can't. I need to sit down and be comfortable and the you know, we not breaking fast to like 8:45 right now or some shit like that. So by the time I eat and then I'm tired. I've been up all day fasting. Like so. Mr. Name of your sports channel, Gully TV Sports. He said, how do you smoke without getting the munchies? I don't know, man. It's mind over matter and shit. I got an objective for my fast, and I ain't just participating in the fast. I'm fasting because I just started this OnlyFans page for for the ladies and shit. I gotta be chipped up. So I'm taking advantage of the fast. I ain't eating nothing. You know what I mean? Burning fat, getting my shit together. He said, how is he fasting if he's smoking though? I ain't eating. I ain't drinking. That's a fast, my nigga. Straight up. That's a fast. He said you can't fast and be smoking. Shit. Ain't no calories in this shit. Ain't no calories in this. Shit. This medication. This medication. You gonna tell a man not to take his meds? Are you kidding me? Need that jacket. Appreciate the jewels you dropping for us, young black men. Guide to see kings with morals and purpose still exist. Thank you too. Poochie was Frey's nephew and a stick-up kid at DC. He would also kidnap drug dealers as well. He said smoking cancels you fast. I heard from an E-man, so I started smoking. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I ain't eating. I ain't drinking. I'm productive. This is what it is. Straight up. He said, can you drink water? Nah. So yeah, I got the cotton mouth, smoking back to back. He said Jawbreaker's still around. He don't go by that name no more though. Marv Albert, peace. He said no water. Yeah, no water. Ramadan Mubarak, has anybody interviewed Preacher? No. The motherfucker's scared to interview Preacher. Out of all these goony niggas, I think Preacher had the most extreme profile. Y'all know Preacher was like 6'6" or some shit, right? Y'all know that nigga Preacher was like 6'6", black as fuck, and violent. Did Preacher run Alpo out of New York? New York City's too big to be ran any fucking where for anybody. But I'm just saying, if the Heat got on like that, I don't got Alpo running from nobody. Nah. He might have got I think he was already in D.C. when a lot of that shit was going on. He came back and that situation with Rich happened and he went back to D.C., but he had already, I guess, relocated. My man Chris said, you racist, that's why you won't interview OT. Nope, that's not what happened. He played himself. He contacted me a couple of maybe like 18 months ago. I was taking freestyle submissions, cell phone flows. I still take them. I still accept them. But anyway, he hit me up and he asked me about getting on a platform, and I said, man, shoot me a freestyle. Let me see what it's hitting for, and we'll go from there. He like, cool, right? Boom. Couple of weeks later, I got into the situation I think I got into the situation. No, a couple of weeks later, I got into it with Dark Low again. He stopped talking to me for a year. The dude OT. He stopped contacting me for a year. He never said nothing else about the freestyle. I knew what it was. I said, this nigga scared to deal with me. A lot of people were scared to deal with me during the course of this time. I said, this nigga scared to deal with me. It's cool. He white. He in a black dominated culture. He gonna conduct himself a certain way. I understand. It's cool. He waited until them niggas got indicted to reach out to me and try to get back on my platform. I said, yo, fam, don't play with me, yo. Straight up. I got zero tolerance for shit like this. From niggas. You know I'm not gonna accept it from you. Period. So that's what happened. All that other slick shit he was talking, that dude's harmless, yo. He said, what's wrong with running if you're about to lose? Correct. He said, Meek has shouted him out, Gilly too. You think he needs you? Don't nobody even know him. If somebody's career accomplishment is predicated around and upon a shout out from another man, you don't have much going on. Period. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all like the video. It's almost 600 people here. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all done tipped the donation jar at $1. Y'all feeling generous. I appreciate everybody. He said Domencio has style from the pictures I saw. In the documentary, it will be revealed that I think Feli has a velour sweatsuit called the Domencio. Mm, mm, mm. Boom, boom. He said, never seen that before. Next time you fast and don't smoke, you're fasting and getting done right. If I feel like I want to smoke, I'm going to smoke. What music you currently listen to? Fucking Pray for Paris by fucking it's my man. Pray for Paris by West Side Gun, Griselda. Black Sopranos got some new shit out that I'm liking a lot. Um, Rock Marciano. This new dude, his name is something Cooks. He fuck with Busta Rhymes. He's produced by Rock Marciano. He cracked. Just came out. I listen to the hot shit, man. And of course, my regular rotation: Wu, Mobb Deep, Nas, Jay Z, Jadakiss. I mean, I've been listening to a lot of that album with fucking Jay Electronica and Jay Z. That shit turned out hot. Over a period of time, you got to keep listening to it. That Jay Z, Jay Electronica shit, that shit fire. And it might have some hang time to it if you listen to it and shit. I fuck with it. Stove God Cooks. Yeah, Stove God, fire. He said that album is Aaron Cooks is fire. See, I told y'all. I be knowing. I be knowing. Glaze talk good about Domencio, called him a fly goon. He said Stove God Cooks. To my knowledge, Lord Jamar discovered him. That's Lord Jamar's creation. Lord Jamar paired Rock Marciano and him together. Planet Asia is fire. I like that all of this type of music is back in rotation again. It's a variety of it online. Shout out to my man Odell and shit. The guy that the last two videos, he one of the hottest niggas I ever heard. He was like a legend upstate. Um, he half-ass still rap. Y'all gonna hear from him and shit. Real slick talker and shit. But he got a big reputation. He from 30th and North Philly. He said Jay-Z and J-Elect is alright. Domencio a respected Brooklyn Don. Don't let the light skin curly hair fool you. Rest in peace to Rap from the Paid in Full Posse. Yeah, Lord Jamar, I discovered him. That's my understanding of it. I got my own clippers. I still got barbers that be coming through and shit. Rock Marciano doesn't get enough credit as a producer. He's dope. Yeah, crack. Been here for 35 minutes. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Have you talked to Dexter Isaac lately? Where you been? I just uploaded a interview from Dexter. The video before this is an interview from Dexter. Where you been, fam? Expect my Domencio interview with his son. It's 20 minutes long. I think 22 minutes long. He answered a lot of questions that we talk about the real 50 Cent. We talk about an issue that Domencio had with another guy. I ain't gonna say his name. I'm gonna let y'all hear it when he run it down. Southwest T came home yesterday. Is it true? He said neither does 38 Special. Interviewed a governor from Oakland that used to run with Tupac. I never heard about that. Domencio's people wasn't really his people. I don't understand what you meant by that. But the Domencio documentary is an hour and I think he said 15 minutes. Hour and 15 minutes long. 2 weeks. It'll be available online. He said no calories. None. Don't hide the plug on Instagram is the guy's name and shit. He got this joint. He got a couple of them. He sent me a few of them. I like Gucci Man. Gucci Man in shape. He a boss. You know. Can you do something on the Jamaican posse? I think about it. I'm trying to go in a different direction. We getting on some sports and fashion shit more this year. You see all those celebrities with ankle monitors on? For what? Quarantine? What they quarantine monitors? He said the video drops in 2 weeks. Yeah. He says that in the interview. It's done already. Think he trying to figure out how to distribute it. Should you interview Marcus Jordan? Hit the bell so you get the notifications and follow me on Instagram. I gotta return this email. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. I appreciate everybody for coming through. But the Domencio interview will be out around 8:30 tonight. Peace.